Hello, everybody, and welcome into Monday night, December 11th, 2023. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. No fancy openings tonight. I spent a lot of time working on a project for the 31st. So I did not even think about doing anything for tonight, but I promise they'll be back tomorrow night. I'll take care of that tonight. Kind of have a routine that I like to keep that I forgot to do last night. So anyway, we have Darren, Josh Ghetto Kinder, Wild Bill, Destiny's Child 2, Dawson, Greg, Rich, and Sin. And I'll go ahead and bring you guys in. You could say hello to YouTube for me. You guys in.
No, you two.
Say hello to YouTube for me.
Hello.
No, you two.
Howdy, y'all.
Great guy from somewhere in Maryland with a Texas accent. Hello, everybody. Good to see everyone. Sin, I did get your pictures. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got 2 of the 4 requests back. I'm still waiting on 2 more, and then we'll go from there. Got some timing issues that I'm working on, but you guys will see all that on the 31st because it's going to show at least once, if not twice. It was a long Monday. I did not get up to watch Doug, and apparently I did not miss anything when I finally got up to watch it, and it was 7 minutes and some change in length. Apparently his internet issues were horrible today. I believe that's what he said the issue was anyway. I just have one really weird issue. When I go to my File Explorer, you should have a panel on there that says quick access or something to those effect, and then you should be able to look at your last 15 or 20 things that you visited on the computer. I don't have that. Darren and I looked at every setting known to mankind under Windows 10. He's got it. I don't. I sent the professor an email, or not an email, but a message about it. He has no clue. So I don't know what it is. I did manage to find the one document I was looking for last week that I knew that I did. And the one I was looking for today, thank goodness I actually had done it in, of all things, DaVinci Resolve. I had created the project, and everything I needed was there. I just had to basically go in and tidy it up a little bit. That was just the beginning of a long, drawn-out process. Josh, you're there because your avatar is moving. You all right? I don't know if he's all right or not. Hello, Chris Garrett.
Hey,
Chris joins us. How you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Good to hear. We'll look at chat real quick. Sam OneFish26 says hi all. I forget. I think I sent him an email. I'll ask him later. This is abnormal.
I'm here, Cam. I'm your baby.
All right. Jeff says you'll be with us waiting outside for. Okay, cool. Is that Abby normal? Yeah. Long Dog's with us. He says, "Okay, I'll be here tonight." So it looks
Who was
like
that?
it's a play on words from the movie Young Frankenstein. Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein. Marty Feldman and Gene Wilder. He gets a brain and he's asking what the name was on the jar. He says, Abby something. And it comes to the conclusion it was abnormal. So he was saying abnormal. Just, almost have to see the movie to see the humor in it or get the humor.
It could be IB normal.
Yeah, he picked the one up though that said Abby abnormal. So the genius comedic genius of Mel Brooks, and he did have some funny movies. He also had a couple I thought were flops, but for the most part, he was pretty funny. So, Will, how far did you get in the game today? What are you level 45 yet?
Still trying to get some of those ones that I need to catch up on.
Yeah, I Googled the one we were working on last night / this morning, and you're not gonna believe how you have to do it. You know how we were thinking you had to jump up toward the pipes?
Yeah.
You don't. You go the exact opposite direction. And the next time you're in there and you get to that point, if you look off on the far right, there's a little bit of opening, little bitty opening down there in the far right hand corner, bottom. That's where you have to go. You have to go up to go
Then down?
down to go in that opening. Yes. Even though the arrow points you going that way. I'm not ever going to complete that quest. I can tell you that right now. Unless there's a way to go around the building and through the back door, I'm not ever going to go in and
Can we carry our own dynamite in and make our own back door?
something, man. I tell you, I looked at that and I was like, no, there's no way. And then I reread it and then I reread it and oh my gosh, it's just not happening. So
Hey, I will be back in a few minutes. I got to run down. I'm gonna stay logged in, muted. I got to run down the road and take a keyboard to somebody. So computer keyboard. So
all right,
I'm just gonna mute.
sounds good, Chris. I had to
So
make
Max,
sure I
you'll
unmuted
bark.
myself. Still got a little bit of a scratchy throat. I feel pretty good. I was outside off and on today, which wasn't too bad. I was t-shirts and shorts. As long as you're in the sun, today was very comfortable. You got out of that sun though, and let me tell you, the 38-degree weather temperature kicked in, and you knew it was 38 degrees. Unless something drastic changes between now and tomorrow, I plan on playing golf tomorrow afternoon. Yes, Grand Theft Auto 6, I guess it is out. It was on the national news this morning. Wintermute says, go File Explorer View tab, click options, change folder, search options. We did all that. Nothing worked. I'll try it later. Could not find it, but I will try that later. Thank you, Wintermute. And check show. Okay, so I'm not going to try it now, but yeah, chat will be there when it's long gone, long over, long gone, long dog and long gone.
Hey, welcome tonight.
No, she's in there making some kind of dessert for dinner, which we just barely got dinner in time for me to stream. She's working Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then she's off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They've already asked her to work tonight. They've already asked her to work Friday. And she's not working tonight. And she's not working Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We're going to Mr. Costco, Mr. Walmart, Mr. wherever else we decide we're going to go. Target, I believe, on Saturday, and getting the Christmas shopping out of the way. Get that done and over with, and then it gives me a week to wrap the presents, which it'll take me a week to wrap the presents. Do what?
All overnight?
Yeah, she works 6 at night till 6 in the morning, so it would be all overnight, yes. Wouldn't make any difference if it was 6A to 6P. She's not going to work. She just got through working the weekend for them. She picked up an extra day tomorrow. So she's not going to work. She's not working tonight for sure. It's already 9 o'clock. And I know Saturday she's not going to work because we've got Christmas shopping plans to do. And I cannot wait to do. Hear the excitement in my voice, do you?
Yeah.
Uh,
You might get root canal the day after that.
yeah, I'd rather. Well,
Yeah, get out there with all the hopple and wapple.
yeah. Probably try to get there early at one, either Costco or Walmart, since I can't be two places at one time. I need to look at the trailers for the new games to take notes if you want to possibly increase your viewership. Put a link in there for me, Long Dog, and I will check it out. Well, it's Grand Theft Auto. Of course, it's going to get 130 million views. It's really surprised it's that low. To be honest, I figured it'd be way, way higher than that. As you know, I'm not a true gamer. I am liking Destiny's Child 2. Probably get in trouble for that one these days. But it is what it is. Got to really crack down and get the 31st somewhat not scripted, but organized. That way, I mean, it's going to be chaotic as it is. If you think it's going to be chaotic, put a 1 in chat. If you think it's not going to be chaotic, put a 1 in chat, because it's going to be chaotic. There's no way to get around that. I just got a text message from someone. Let me go see who that's from. So I'll blur myself momentarily. 1.5 and 5,500. That's funny. Craig looks like he might be enjoying dinner.
Yeah.
What are you having good?
Huh?
What are you having good?
Smoked sausage, rice, baby pasta mix in it, onions, green onions, and some hot sauce.
Sounds pretty good. We had pork tenderloin with glazed garlic and glazed onions. And then she took a potato and didn't quite make potato chips, but they weren't exactly sliced potatoes either. It was really good. And I don't know what dessert is. She did say she was making dessert, so who knows? Hopefully it'll be something that's sugar-free or very little sugar, if any. Watching a little bit of the Monday night football games, plural, New York and Green Bay and Miami and Tennessee. And those games were quite interesting. And Miami drove down, got to the 5-yard line, fumbled. 3 plays into it, the quarterback for Tennessee threw it right to a defensive lineman who was just standing there basically doing nothing. He got his pick 6 out of the deal. It was pretty funny. I was good till the hot sauce. Don't get me wrong, I like some heat, but I'm not a big fan of hot sauce. Not near what I used to be. I know I can relate to that. All right, let me get the arrow. Let me get the mouse off of Zoom. Now, I haven't adjusted Zoom, and it looks like it is okay on the stream. Yeah, that looks all right. I did a little bit of rearranging last night. As you all know, I now have 5 monitors, and yes, I can see all 5. The one that's out of my peripheral vision, not to be confused with your peripheral vision, it's just got one thing on it, which is the 12-hour KStoutz Live 12-hour debacle countdown. Going to do another one for the actual debacle itself, started at 12 hours and count it down to 0. I'm sure at about 11 hours, 58 minutes, and 53 seconds, we're going to go, is it over yet? Have we made it 12 hours? Watch Brian's upload today on, what's that thing he uses, Cyberpunk?
Cyber Director.
Yeah, I know. Ski Man says, I saw the 5-monitor video, need to go 6 to make it even. Mrs. K and I discussed the 6th monitor this morning while we were coming home. It's probably a good thing I don't have a monitor laying around, because I probably would figure out a way to incorporate it into usage. Truth be known, I could probably put 3 more monitors here, but I don't have the space for it. I don't have the desk space for it, and I sure am not going down the Josh Kinder ghetto way of putting it on plastic, putting it on books, putting it on Bible, putting it on... That ain't happening. Everything I have is either mounted to the wall. Do what, Josh?
Come Look. Whoop. I think
Yeah.
I broke it.
No, I'm good the way that it is. Now I could put 2 more monitors on the wall. I could get with Robert and buy 2 of the 22-inch monitors and actually put them above where I'm at. As Josh Ghetto Kinder would say, don't put any ideas into my head. Let me go look at chat.
Yeah, I can't put monitors on my wall. They won't allow it.
Right. Yeah. Well, you live in a group home. I live in the house I'm buying, so I can pretty much do what I want. Oh my goodness. Ski Man's digestive problems started after he had Lyme disease. That's terrible. By having your setup that Josh has is proven to be a true computer technician. You should see my setup. I don't have the nice, neat organizational skills that I would like to think I do. The computer's still pulled out. You can see the mess back there, and there's a little bit of a not as bad as Josh and Alex's mess, where the internet comes in and I've got it switched so that it can go to the PC and to the laptop and to anything else I bring in here to work on. But I like this. I can actually sit right here like this and I can just roll my eyes and I can actually see everything. I can't read the chat that just popped up on the monitor, but I can see it's there. Yeah, so creative has to occur with resources available. Chairs, toolboxes, plastic rolling things with books, Bibles, and songbooks. Yeah, we know. Josh Kinder's going to become a multi-millionaire of monitor stands. The kitchen table. Yeah, I've got a little table. Well, the white table I repaired Josh's computer on is behind the green screen right here. And I thought about bringing it in to play, but the way that I've got this is just fine. I figure our first big snow, when we can't go anywhere, I'll break this thing and completely down, redo it, and everything else. I did see today from my sister of all people a dot system that Josh Kinder might be interested in, and I'll send him a link for that after a bit. I found it to be really interesting. The only thing I didn't understand was it was color coded. So I'm thinking, if you're hard of seeing, how is something color coded going to help you out? If you cannot see well to begin with, something that's color coded, not going to be real helpful. Yeah, Bill, that's how I was watching the video. I'm like, oh, that's a good, because it was little raised dots, and it was in match sets. So you'd put, let's just say black A, the same thing, and you know they go together. But then it says, but wait, it's color coded. Okay.
Well, that's why I have. If you look on my computer when you get it, I have a sticker called bump dot. That bump dot is for me to know where stuff is.
Right.
And all I have to do is feel the bump dot and say, oh, there's a button there. Or there's a
Right, but
knob.
you can't do your entire cabling system that way
Right,
because you'll get confused.
right.
Is
So-
the bumps a different bump in each one, or is it the same bump?
Well, he's only got the one bump, but yeah, I believe they were the same size, but they had like the letter A raised, so you know that A went with A, B, and things of that nature. It cracked me up that they made it a point to say, and it's color coded. You don't have to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd like it to be color coded, like the Wii wire when you plug the Wii into the computer, red goes with red, blue goes, blue goes with blue.
So you can distinguish colors, Josh?
Yeah, I can be color, yeah.
Well, then you should just get different colored dots and blue to blue, pink to pink, green to green, things that, go with that route. I'm so trained into Filipino.
Hi, Jeff.
Evening.
Hello, Jeff. My spokesman is saying hi to everybody tonight.
Well, Josh, will you tell somebody hi for me then? Tell Ken hi for me.
That reminds me of something that happened the other night that I'm still trying to figure out in my head, but okay. How's lost wages?
Ah, 3 more murders and 1 severely wounded person today.
To just today.
Yes,
My goodness.
up in an apartment complex in the Northwest. Looks like a murder-suicide, they're saying,
Yeah.
in a family. I don't have all the details yet.
Man. It's almost as bad as here. This morning's
Well,
news.
I mean, this is big city. I mean, if you consider North Las Vegas and Henderson and the county and Las
Summerlin.
Vegas proper, all here in the valley, we're over 2 million people. I mean, it's
Sure.
a big city living.
Right. Yeah. That is-
Officially,
that's-
we're not one city, but you can't tell where the cities end and the county starts when you're driving around.
No. And the other thing about Vegas that I found very interesting was you could literally be in downtown Las Vegas, 10 feet later, you're in unincorporated Las Vegas. And you never left Las Vegas.
Right. I mean, my mailing address is Las Vegas, but I live in what's euphemistically called Paradise. And that's a name for part of the unincorporated area off, well, some of the Strip is in Paradise. The Strip is not in Las Vegas,
No, it's not.
not within the city limits of Las Vegas. And so I'm in that area which is euphemistically called unincorporated Clark County.
Ski Man saying Baltimore has you all beat, unfortunately, and I'll stay away from there. I enjoyed the time in Vegas that we lived there. I enjoyed when I visited Vegas when I lived in San Diego. My time there is done and over, and I'll visit and plan to visit, but I don't want to move back.
Ooh.
Um,
All right, well, this apartment thing, the headline on Channel 8 is gunman was accused of child sex crimes and was on house arrest.
But you don't live where there's any casinos at, do you?
Oh yeah,
Me?
I got a casino 2 miles from me.
Oh, okay.
Casinos are legal everywhere in Nevada.
you live over by South Point, right?
Yeah, South Point's the closest one. It's about 2 miles, I would say. My granddaughter's school is within walking distance of South Point.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, it'd be like, I don't know, half, 3/4 of a mile, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
Is it usually a company that has the license, or is it the people
Yeah,
that?
well, usually, yeah. Individuals can have license, like Wynn, whatever his first name was,
Yeah.
Steve.
has a license. Although he held it through, he was the CEO of his company, and then he got forced out, and his ex-wife now owns most of that. He was accused of sexual harassment by some people in his company. I don't remember all the details now. Yeah, that thing, Ken, is near Durango and US 95 up northwest.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of the growing area it was when we were there.
Yeah, it was an apartment complex up there. A man shot 4 people and turned the gun on himself.
And hello, Sam.
Now,
Gonna have to get on my assistant. He lets you slip in without saying hi.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Hey, Sam.
When the stream ends, I do have a Destiny's question for you.
Okay.
Trying to keep
there's
up
a
with chat
secret code to get an extra gun.
here. I would take a long ladder or some kind of, I don't know, on this one particular quest. It's just, oh my goodness. Bill and I spent something. I woke up at 5 and I did jump back in, and Bill was still playing Destiny, so I jumped in and we messed around for a little bit. And then when I got back at 10 minutes till 7, Bill was still going, and Bill cordially asked me would I join him back. I said, no, I'm going to bed, which I did.
me ask you a stupid question. Does
Okay.
that game have an end point?
I'll defer that to
yep.
Sam.
Yeah, it has an end point. They just haven't made it yet.
There
They're
you
still
go.
working
There
on
are-
that content.
N levels or something in the game where N is some hopefully not too unreasonable number?
Nope.
My
The
end point
next
happened this
expansion-
morning. Shift, escape, gone. That was the end point.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Shift, escape, and G's for gone.
Basically, yes. Yeah.
so
I-
the game has a plot. So every plot has to have a beginning and end. And eventually it's going to end. The story is going to end and the game will be over.
Let me ask a dumb question. I've seen just
Not like
touches
Doom.
of it. Is this a first-person shooter game, as they're called?
Yes. Ish.
Ish. I like that. Ish.
But you can play as teams, I gather, from what I've
Right.
heard you guys say.
It's considered an action shooter looter game. So yeah, it's a first person.
Okay, but it's not like, say, the Doom game where you've got one guy against, well, now I have not played online Doom. You can
No.
play against other folks in that, I gather. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The interesting
There's-
thing about the teams is this morning, William and I had a guy that was level, I think, was he 7, 8? He was up there. He was up there.
Yeah.
But he was on his own little team. Okay, Bill and I are working together, and Joshy Ghetto Kinder was out there doing his own little thing until it came time to reap the rewards, and then Joshy shows up and cashes in on all the rewards. So if
Of
there were a way
course.
to boot him, I would have booted him, but I couldn't figure out how to do that.
Oh, he was on your team and stealing and just taking loot that he didn't.
Basically,
Fight for?
yes. That's. I mean, it could have been my interpretation of it, but basically, yes. Now, when we did get to the part where you got to dodge the electrical things that are coming at you, he did try to help out there, but he finally gave up on that. And then I got frustrated and went to bed. And then Bill sent me a message and says, "Hey, go get your reward." But good thought, Bill. But I left the game, therefore I don't get to reap the rewards. Doggone it! The Kinder surprise. That's right. The Josh Ghetto Kinder surprise.
If I play the game, I'm gonna kill everybody, and there'll be no one but me.
Well, thankfully you cannot do that. So, but thank you for the warning. And yes, we're aware. We have helped you out before, and we're trying to kill the aliens, and you're trying to kill us. You got your priorities backwards.
My
So-
goodness, Josh, I wouldn't trust you with a real gun.
Ironically,
yeah, Chris.
say, Ken, I don't know how you're set up, but when I open a new tab in Firefox, it'll throw up, I don't know, half a dozen articles or something randomly to point to.
Right.
And the first one in tonight's, it says the most iconic sci-fi shooter is still going strong. An article about Doom
Wow.
popped up. Started in 1993.
We've
So
kind of
that
made
was-
progress.
30
years
years
ago.
ago?
Yeah.
Yes, there was a Doom in 1993.
30 years
Yeah,
ago.
gosh.
So,
And
the
there's
scroll-
still some that you can make work on Windows if you want to go to a little effort.
Well, I got a
Playing it.
98 Windows 98 system. I could set one up and
The
play it.
question is, why would you want
DOS.
Windows 98 at this point in your life?
Just the old experience.
You can play
I don't
Doom
know.
on-
It's something I don't know, Jeff. It's
You could
just
probably
something
play it in DOS box or something like that.
psychological.
Yes.
It's something psychological. Having real hardware versus virtual.
But
It's not
some
online.
people have
though.
taken some of the early Doom for Windows and tweaked it a little bit to make it run on Windows 10. The source code's out there. Id released the source code a few years ago.
generic goodbye. I've already run the scroll. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock. If you want to join us on Zoom, KStoutz00m at gmail.com. Thank you all the
Got it.
people that answered my emails earlier today, and hopefully I hear
You
back
gotta
from the
mention my
ones that
name
have
now. I
not.
said bye.
Did you send an email today? I haven't checked email in a couple of days.
No, I've got your picture. I sent one to Steve
Okay.
Dodd, Rich. I don't remember if I sent Sam one or not, but I think I've got his standing permission anyway. Sin Vicious, I sent one. Catherine Anna Hauserman, I sent one. And there's somebody else that I can't remember.
Did Catherine answer out of curiosity?
She, as of the start of the show, she had not. So, and Darren's going to reach out to her as well. So
Who
I
is
am going
Oh.
to. Wow. I have, am I live? Yeah, I am live. 12 subscribers, oops, 11, and no likes. That's a first. Huh. Well, fine. I'm not going to be here tomorrow night then.
What?
Let's take my
What are you
ball and go
talking
somewhere else.
Thanks.
On your bun, fresh that
I
tab,
saw 'em.
and I get a black background and a spinning circle, but it's up to 7 likes.
I
I
still
saw
have
him scroll
zero.
by.
Okay, there
Even-
comes.
Even restarting, I still have 0. Now I'm going to refresh,
And it's
see what it does. So we're back
No.
temporarily. We've got a discussion going on
back to
some things.
144 quality.
Yeah, mine went back to
It can make
something. I
progress.
changed it. All right, so I'm going to refresh it. A refresh shows that I have
Yeah.
7 likes
I don't-
now.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why I didn't see him.
It's called the
Jeff, there's been
that's
something I've been
internet
wanting to
effect.
try on those old systems also.
From that air down to 71.
Nice.
So this scroll is similar to the one I'm using for the 31st, and I've got 2 sections of it, and I'm not going to give away too much of it, but let me tell you how hard it is to sync a scroll up with something at the right time. I'm leaving.
Probably.
Go ahead.
60 gig SSD with a SATA IDE adapter.
Chris, do you own a car, or are you still horse and buggy?
Still horse and buggy.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure.
Actually, I hooked Max up to a buggy.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream for real this